Hello and welcome to this week's Glasstire Top 5. It is the week of March 12th, 2020. I'm Brandon Zech.
And I'm Christopher Blay.
And we're here in our office surrounded by stacks of books, as any good art office should have. We're going to jump right in. We got a good list for you this week.
Number 5 is 500 Exit at 500X Gallery. Sad to see you go, guys. Hope there is a future 500X somewhere.
This is the long-running Dallas-based artist collective. They've been in their building for 41 years.
41.
Which, I mean, for an artist-run space, for a nonprofit space, for anyone, I don't know if there's any other space in Texas, artist-run space that's as old as 500X, much less a space that has been in their original location for this long. There's a lot of other shows up at 500X also, so you should see those. But this show, it's going to have collaborative projects. It's a little bit of a celebration show of artist members who have shows coming up or had shows that were supposed to be coming up in the space, but they might not get to finish out their entire programming, and it's going to be up through April 11th.
Number 4 is Round 51, Local Impact at Project Row Houses. And this is the 51st show at Project Row Houses, give or take, curated by Ryan Dennis.
Of course, the longtime Project Row House curator. The show opens on the 14th, and it's going to be up through June, and it's based on kind of 7 artists' take on social justice. The artists are deeply ingrained in the Houston community. I recognize some of the names, students that have passed through UH, some people who are a little more established. Project Row House's openings are always so community-oriented and fantastic, and it's great to see people actually engage with the spaces because these are living spaces. These are row houses that the work is installed in. So having them not just to yourself is actually kind of a nice feel, and it suits so many of the works that are there.
Number 3 is Leticia Huckabee, Beautiful Blackness at Photo Relevance at 4411 Montrose.
A Houston gallery that's been around for a little while, but recently moved into the 4411 Montrose building.
Yes, this is work that, if you're familiar with Leticia Huckabee's work, will be familiar to you. It's the photographs that are printed on flour sacks, and it talks about just sort of the dream denied, so to speak, sort of longing for this unrealized dream. We are celebrating FotoFest Houston, and it's part of that series of exhibitions, and the work is very photographic. She delves into the alternative processes of photography.
Number 2 this week is a show that's actually closing this weekend at Saladia's. We ran a review of it by our San Antonio contributor Neil Farso just recently. It's a show of works by Joe Harjo called The Only Certain Way. Joe Harjo, longtime San Antonio artist. I've written about him. We've had a nice profile of him on the website. He's making work, or at least this show, he makes a lot of work about Native American identity, but this show is kind of about Native American identity and how that was impacted and usurped, really, by Christianity. And this is a fantastic show. It's been up since December. We're giving it attention before it closes because it deserves it.
Number 1 is More at Contemporary Art Museum in Plainview, Texas.
Yeah, it features work by Phaedra Culler-Ledford, Wayne Gilbert, Raul Metra, Elaine Bradford, Hilbrand Maximin, Ana Fernandez. Ethos around it is it's small town, big art. So Plainview is this small town between Lubbock and Amarillo. It's in the panhandle of Texas. Kelly Allison, and this is a building that she's kind of had in her family and she's turned into an art space. We've mentioned it on the top 5 before. She's doing really great shows in this space, and she's bringing art to a town that hasn't had a contemporary arts museum at all, hasn't had an art museum at all. And that's going to be up through June 13th. So even though it's remote, it's only up for like a good 3 months, but there's time to see it.
Go see it and go see some art.
Go see some art.